Allez, maintenant, allez. Il faut commencer, nous. On allez, bro.
Here's Portis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lopez. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Pass to James. He buries it from three.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
To the middle. Here's Lopez. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Come on, Giannis.
And James gets it to go.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
And then Portis with the dunk.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Here's James. Oh, and he got
come on, man.
He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players, and he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Hayes. Here's Hachimura. Hayes inside. And he buries his first look. Here's Prince.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Some solid defense from James.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by Kuzma.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
That one falls.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Hayes. Hachimura left side. Here's Reeves. Back to Hachimura. Doncic on the wing. Hayes with a screen. Doncic with the bucket.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Portis outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Portis. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers in the lead. Here's James. From down in the low post, it goes. James has got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Lopez can't hit.
Lopez.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to James. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
5 on the clock. Here's Doncic.
And, you know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma, I think. Active, engaged, and being effective on the defensive end.
Tipped. Now James. Give him 8. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Down low. Portis. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers lead by 4. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Doncic. There's the 3. Hayes. Giannis with the rebound. Kuzma, left side. Lopez for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion,
man.
But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hachimura. Doncic outside. And the 3 off target. The Bucks trail by 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Rollins. And here is Antetokounmpo. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Man.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Hachimura outside. 3-pointer off the mark. Bucks trail by 5. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Hachimura. He's scoreless.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
There's the double with Doncic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Reeves. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Wow.
And the bucket is good.
His size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
Doncic outside. Doncic throws it down.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now.
That's a foul.
Tennis. Back and forth we go.
That's a foul, man.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Reeves. Oh, and makes it with the
foul,
kiss.
Man.
Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Doncic outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Rui Hachimura.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You
know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Portis.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Doncic. And a missed layup. There's 1:17 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Portis. Now Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Reeves. On the wing, Green. Up and over Doncic. The offensive rebound. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Los Angeles leading by 4. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here is James. 10 points for him. Oh, LeBron, just too much to handle inside.
In a bad position there. LeBron, so powerful enough to convert through contact.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Antetokounmpo with the block. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Come on, man.
Outside Reeves. Pass to James. It's hauled in by Portis. Ooh, poked away. James with a steal. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Los Angeles up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by 5. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Nah, let me see if you're coming. Hold on, get me. Don't forget that I'm out that much shit.
Hey, come around.
Doncic on the wing, looking to get it going. Porter pulls it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Você tocava me chamar para Messi, não cata Messi.
The Lakers lead by 6. Hachimura left side. Outside Reeves. Back to Hachimura. 5 to shoot. Rejected by Lopez.
You could see
Shit, man.
Lopez
Come on, man.
shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Now here's Porter. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Livingston. There's the block. Here's James. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Bucks trail by 8. Green with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Livingston. Here's Lopez. He's defended by Hayes. On the wing, Porter. Here's Livingston. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Los Angeles leading by 8. Milton surveys the floor. Into the lane. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Rebounded by Lopez. Milwaukee with the ball. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Right side, Milton. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. For 3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And down it goes. Damn, that one home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Left side, Vanderbilt. That 3's off the mark. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Right side, Vanderbilt. Pass to Lynn.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
And the second free throw is good. 1:06 left in the third. Antetokounmpo with it. Milton covering. On the wing, Connaughton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Doesn't go that time.
Antetokounmpo, man, come on.
And Milton's got the ball here for the Lakers. 4-point game. Outside Vanderbilt. And that one drops.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And Giannis powers it down with force.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Len's got 5 points now this quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Connect. Can't nail the jumper.
Shit.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
And, Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Doncic. And Doncic has it home.
Luka with so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Hayes. It's stolen by James. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Antetokounmpo with the block. And they'll keep possession. And they're able to recover. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 8. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Now here's Hachimura. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Tries it from 16. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league. And he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Here's Hayes. Back to Doncic. The three is up. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Doncic prefers a straight-on three shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Portis. Lets it go from deep. LeBron.
Portis!
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Doncic throwing his weight around.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Hachimura outside. Hayes. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And the free throw, no good.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Here's Rollins. On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Prince. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Reeves. Portis outside. Clock at 6. From downtown. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Kuzma for 3.
Kuzma.
James with the ball, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Pass to Hayes. James outside. Hayes with a screen. And finished off by Hayes.
Boy, making the right decision in pick and rolls, the right basketball play. James is excellent at that.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's defended by Hayes. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. There's a minute 26 left in the final quarter. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Lakers.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Now here's Hachimura. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. The shot by James, no good. Milwaukee with the ball. Down by 15. Knocked away. Here's Rollins. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both shots good from the strike. So it's Los Angeles now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Look, I know he runs the point, but boy, can Doncic go to work inside.
And he makes the first. Doncic hits them both. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Portis. Some solid defense from James. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Tries to spin move. Here's Hayes. Oh, my goodness! And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaFleur.
Like to welcome. You to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Wembanyama outside. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now here's James. Out to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. To the paint. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And James gets it to go.
Come on.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Barnes outside. From the arc. That one, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And LeBron throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Free throw good, Fox. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Here's Hayes.
Shit.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws.
Yeah, man.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And again, San Antonio turns it over. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now Barnes, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Fox with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Barnes can't get it to go.
Come on, LeBron.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Reeves can't hit. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Pass to Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Castle. No luck that time on a shot that would have put them on top. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Los Angeles leading by 3. LeBron, no good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Wembanyama outside. They double team Wembanyama. The wide open look here for Fox.
Fox, come on, Fox.
Basket. It doesn't go in. Back to Doncic. Inside. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
All the officials are all over that one.
For San Antonio, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Lakers trailed by 3. And it's Hachimura in the corner. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Lakers trail by 3. Here's James. That one, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. Out to the right wing. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Castle. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead. Missed inside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
So it's San Antonio now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now LeBron. Doncic looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And they get it back. Offensive rebound. Pass to LeBron. They shoot again. And he lays it
man. Come on, man.
James has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Lakers. The 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Sochan with the ball. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Goes up again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
San Antonio making a switch here. And he sinks the second. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so
shit, man, come on, man.
Into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or confidence? He told her, they're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here's a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Champagnie. From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 4. Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, Mom.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second.
Let's look at it.
Spurs trailed by 5. It's Vassell on the wing. Pass to Champagnie. Sohan with the screen. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Barnes. Sohan up top. No good on the triple. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. That one goes in.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to Champagnie. To the right side. Paul outside. Got a piece of it.
Check, man.
With the steal. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-4 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Timeout.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Hayes. Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Hayes. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Hayes has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MVP.
Yeah, take 5 women. Come on, man.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Castle misses.
Oh, man.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So
Keep it a little bit there.
25 years ago today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And so it's the Lakers with it after the basket by San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Misses the layup. Lakers leading by 5. On the wing, Reeves. Still without a basket. Here's Hachimura. And he converts the layup. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Spurs trail by 7. It's Fox with the drive. Castle misses. And here's Los Angeles. A floater. And it's Fox with the rebound. From downtown. And the 3 ball is good. Castle's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Spurs trail by 6. Fox with it. Guarded now by Morris. Castle misses. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Lakers leading by 6. Morris with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Pass to Len. 1:29 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Vanderbilt. Makes it off the glass.
What the hell, man? Come on, man.
To stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The kick out to Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Barnes has got 10 points in the game.
Reason number one, CP3 is out there making strong passes, keeping the offense flowing.
Len's shot is off. Spurs trail by 5. Paul outside. Three-pointer. And no good. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. Len, a screen. Here's Vanderbilt. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Barnes outside. Back to Fox. And the call will be against Dalton Knecht. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Paul. He has yet to score. 5 to shoot. Barnes outside. Launches a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Vanderbilt. The layup off target. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. He gets it in there.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Can't get it to fall.
Come on, big man.
Lakers leading by 3. And here is Vanderbilt. Misses from close range. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Fox. The layup missed. Fast break. The Lakers. Here's Vanderbilt. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 3. To tie it up. Len grabs the board. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Connect with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Len.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
To the inside. Vanderbilt with the steal. Fast break. The Lakers. Connect with a wide open look. It's good from long range. And it's an 8-point Laker lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Come on, bounce, man.
They could stretch the lead to double digits.
I mean, which would obviously put them in a very comfortable position.
Len, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Spurs trail by 8. Pass to Barnes. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Fox. Rebound the Lakers. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Len. Out to Morris. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Eu buquei essa pedra de banana. Come on, man.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. No one near James as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Barnes outside, looking to end the run. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Spurs trail by 8. Fox with it. He's picked up by LeBron.
Shit, man, she bet you about London. Come on, man.
Break the Lakers. Here's Hayes. And it's a great finish.
She bet you about London.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Champagnie. Off the mark there. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's James. Good defense by Wembanyama. And James throws it down hard.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's James following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Barnes with it. Defended by Reeves. Pass to Branham. And it's Luka.
Come on, man.
And so Doncic will bring it up for LA. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Champagnie. Hachimura comes with the double team. 4 on the shot clock. Kept alive. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Doncic. And so the Lakers take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony.
James, vem, tu vai me ver, tipo, James se fait tout pour you, Nah, lay, man. Make tu kali yo, man. I'm gonna arrêter mais body kali yo, man. Yeah, I think I can. Kill him, fair, man. They not blow out me.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Now here's Bowl. Beal with it. Picked up by Reeves. Pass to Booker. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
And the technical free throw is good.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Durant on the attack. James with the rebound. Here's Reeves. The rebound by Devin Booker. Durant inside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
It's going to be on LeBron James.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Yeah, come on, man.
Now Los Angeles with it. James with the ball. Beal picks him up. Here's Hayes. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Here's Durant. Pass to Richards. Back to Durant. They double-team Beal to the middle. And it's slammed in by Durant.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
Second chance effort. Here's Hayes.
Come on.
Banked it in over glass. Hayes has gotten his second bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Richards' shot is off. James inside. And here's Doncic outside. Richards pulls it in. Suns trail by 3. Now here's Durant. Some solid defense from Hayes. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Booker for 3. Here's Richards.
Richards,
A minute 37 left to play in the first. James, right side. 6 to shoot. Basket's good.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Richards with a screen. Durant, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with. And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Sure.
You know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Out to Hachimura. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Suns trail by 6. Durant on the attack. And Durant with the big finish.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Hachimura sets a screen. And Richards comes to help. It's picked off. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the paint. Pass to Beal. Outside Durant. Over Hachimura. And that one's good by Durant.
I'll do it. I'll
appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Timeout. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Pourquoi des amènes? Chaque fois, on suppose un timeout.
Stolen. 1 quarter in the books.
It's
Los Angeles. They lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
They get it back. Here's James.
Oh, come on now.
Nice work
C'est cool,
inside
là.
from James.
And LeBron sets the tone for this team. This includes setting an example with his hard work on the offensive board.
Allen outside. Left side Durant. 6 on the shot clock. A strong finish from KD inside.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. That one falls.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Graham.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Mesmo, não dá pra fazer o longtemps. É o mesmo, hein? Cara, não dá pra fazer o longtemps, hein? É o mesmo, hein?
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game.
And every
quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
The Suns making a switch here. The Suns trailing. And here's Booker. Right side Bull. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Hachimura outside. The Lakers with another miss.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Allen. Pass to Bowl. Reeves brings a double. Bowl, no good. It's James on the wing. Here's Doncic. Bradley Beal with a rebound. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Here's Bowl. Allen outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bowl. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Come on, guys.
The Lakers in the lead. 1:49 left to the second period. Pass to Hayes. Now James. From 15 feet away. They get it again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
It's both from the stripe. Suns trail by 3. Booker with it. Picked up by Reeves. Outside Durant. They double team Durant. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic pulls down the board. James, right side. James double teamed. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
James played it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 6.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
Outside Bull. Back to Durant. 5 on the clock. Looking to get it going. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Pass to Hachimura. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Over James. Durant, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Lakers ahead, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Timeout. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Los Angeles leading by 3. It's James on the wing. Outside Reeves. Takes the 3. And Booker pulls it down. Inside. Here's Richards. Over Hayes. Some solid defense from Hayes. Here's James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
So physically powerful.
Thank you,
a tough task to defend
Good
LeBron inside.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Outside Durant. Back to Richards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. So it's Los Angeles now. The lead is 2. Pass to Hayes. Hachimura outside. James outside. Here's Hayes. James with the ball. And the layup is good off the
Come on, man.
James has got 9.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Double team on James. And Durant with the block.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, "Let me remind you," with that rejection.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's James. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
That's his go-to, doing what he can to strengthen their lead.
Tipped. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
And there's the rejection. Pass to Hayes. Now Doncic. Launches it. Offensive board. It's tipped. And now the Suns fast break. For 3, Allen. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
KD does such a great job playing the angles. He'll pass it off to a better option if he can.
Pass to Hayes. .156 left to play in the 3rd. Shot clock at 6. Doncic with it. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hayes misses. And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. Trailing by 5. Richards shot is off. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. James can't get it to go. Booker with it. Richards, high post. Booker surveying the floor. Beal right side. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. He's got a clear path. Shot is good by Reeves.
Come on, man.
Vision off the chart. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Você me queima.
Here's Connect. 54 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Lynn inside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5. They get the rebound. Here's Lynn. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Come on, man.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. .16 seconds left in the third. Clock is at 3. Snatched up. Outside O'Neal. Back to Bull. Here's Lee. Jones from outside. Oh,
come on, John!
Had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Suns trail by 9. Outside for Booker. Beal outside. Pass to Bull. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul of the game. And so it's Phoenix with it. Now Booker. Clock at 6. Durant, no good.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
To the inside. Len. Pass to Milton. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. Doncic on the wing. James outside to the paint. Here's Hayes.
Come on, man,
finished off by Hayes.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Oh, the slam. Get up, Devin.
Oh, power it down, Devin.
Inside. Here's Hayes. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hayes. Oh, Durant with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Bol, no good.
Great opportunity.
Come on, man.
Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Hey, shot's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
For 3, Allen. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Doncic outside. Screen by James. Down low. Yes! He's still got it. LeBron.
And everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Bol. Off the mark from 16 feet.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Doncic outside. Hayes with a screen. Shoots over Durant. Hayes, shot's good.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Booker no good. And here are the Lakers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. 19-point game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Lakers.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Hayes. Rejected by Bol.
You've got to be aware of Bobo. He's got a 7'8" wingspan. If you are anywhere near him, back up even more to make sure you can get that shot off.
James inside. Double team on James. And here's Reeves outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg.